Alright, let's get right into it. So, welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's your boy Alpha Pipe bringing you guys another awesome video. Or at least I think it'll be another awesome video. But like I always say, if you haven't hit that subscribe button as yet, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, just make sure you guys enjoy it. So, for this video, it will all be me ranting a bit, especially about this current situation of being a solo player or a small group. So I have a very small group consisting of 2 people. Occasionally we have 3, rarely we may have 4. There are times we meet people on the way, but it's never a permanent thing. But anyway, so surviving the map, I mostly play Pandora. So surviving Pandora as a solo player or a small group is next to being impossible, because there is no win for you. There is literally no wins for you. If you do end up beating, let's say, a small number of people of a big group, and you end up surviving that shit, and let's say you leave the area, you're gonna be called a loser because you left. You didn't wait for the second wave to appear. If you do wait and they come back, you beat the second wave, you're tired, your dinos are low, and then they logged into the smaller, faster dinos that can basically pick you off. They pick you off, you're a loser, you're a trash, you're no good at the game, right? So even if, like I said, as small groups are solo player, if you do kill a few people over and over and over and they kill you the one time, you're a trash, you're a loser. Which brings me to one of my biggest issues with Path of Titans. It's the player base. Literally the player base. The game is beautiful. It's a very awesome game. Like, it has a few things needed to be fixed, mainly all the TLC, but when it comes down to the Path community, bruh, it's really just something else. It's very disgusting. It's like the other day we witnessed a friend of ours on his juvenile Paki chasing a adult conch, right? He was chasing that conch for a while, and the conch was running away from him. The conch didn't know we were in the area, so it's not a case where he thinks we're gonna jump him, right? But he was being chased by a baby Paki so he can go to his friend. So he and his friend, 2 adult conchs, could jump a baby Paki. Now, why would they do that? Why? What's the point, right? And we've seen cases where we're playing solo, and let's say we're solo apexes, we see another apex, they don't want to fight, right? I'm not saying you can only play the game for PvP. We all play the game for different reasons. I play the game for PvP. If I see another Rex while I'm on my Rex, or another apex when I'm on my apex, sometimes I want to smoke, I want to fight, right? And these solo apexes will run. They will run. They will literally run. The only ones that will fight you are the overconfident ones and the solo players. So the solo players, they have nobody to defend them, so sometimes they'll run, most times they'll fight. The group junkies, however, they're the ones who will be running away from you majority of the time, waiting for their group members, even if they know that you're the only one in the area and you're a solo player. If you approach them, they'll run, right? And it's terrible. It's really, really terrible. And I think persons can do better, especially in this game. It's a very fun game. It's a game of living the life of a dinosaur, surviving, right? Which is also another point I wanted to make. Survival in this game means you're trash. If you're being chased by a big group as a solo player or a small group, and you make it towards the home cave, you survive the chase, you're trash, you're garbage, you're bad at the game. If you end up killing someone, running away before their teammates get there, you're bad at the game, you're trash. You need to delete the game. So there's literally no win, or little to no win, for a solo player or a small group. When I say small group, I mean like a group of, let's say, 3 or less, 4 or less, because apparently for some of these guys, a small group is a group of 10. right? There are areas on the map where persons literally congregate as massive groups of like 15 or 10 persons strong. Sometimes, even the standard 10 small groups. But the real issue with these groups are nobody seems to want to travel, right? And it's a huge map. I get that. But wouldn't it be more fun to travel for team fights, for group fights, rather than camping an area and jumping a one or two persons that cross the area? Wouldn't it be more fun if group members or big groups just decide that they're going to travel for territory battles? That could be a thing. That could be a real thing on official servers. Territorial battles, right? Check even with the community servers. Community servers have like rules or some little ways in which you can actually own a territory. Someone can challenge you for your territory, and that is fun. There's no reason why officials can't incorporate that. I mean, it's not a thing that I'll say it's mandatory or should be mandatory, but it would be fun, right? Let's say you own Spine Lizard Lagoon or Grassland Crater and you want to expand, and you expand, well, you battle per se someone who owns Redwood Basin, which is very close to Grassland Crater. That would also be fun, right? And they could battle back for the territory or whatever, right? I've seen way too many groups online who say, oh, we own this area, we own that area, but they don't actually travel. There's no fun or there's no point in them owning the area. They own the area, they camp the area 10 people deep, 10 people strong for no reason. So because of that, majority of the times the map will be boring, right? It will be empty and boring. You'll be walking, let's say, half hour or more, not seeing anybody, right? I mean, you already have an idea where everybody is, but you're not a part of their group and they're just going to kill you when they see you. So what would be the point of you going to that area, right? And when you think about it, solo players or small groups wouldn't want to travel, because if we do travel and let's say we end up in GLC, LBM, SLL, those areas, it's literally a sure death, right? We already have it in mind that it's going to be a sure death. But that's where smaller dinos come in, like let's say Serato, which I'm playing in this video, as you can see, Conk, Pakis. Those are really fun dinos to play as solo players or small groups, because one, they're very mobile, so their survivability is really high, right? And that's not saying that you'll be immortal, because big groups do have those dinos as well. And I've seen scenarios where persons would switch just to chase one person for entire hours. I was chased on my Meg at Drop Off Lake, like all the way from Drop Off Lake straight down to World's Edge, straight down to Three Horns Grassland for like a very long time, right? I think it was a 1 hour plus chase, and it was for no reason. They just chased me because they felt bored and felt like chasing me. But why were they bored? Because they're all congregating in one area and not traveling. If I had the option of a big group, and I know that, alright, here what, another big group is online and that other big group owns GLC, why not challenge them for GLC, right? Why not challenge them for GLC? And it would be really fun because they would have home base advantage. That would be a thing, because they'd have the home cave there, where you would assume that majority of their dinos are, because it's their quote-unquote territory, right? That would be fun. And like, in my opinion, playing as a small group or a solo player, It really is, I want to say, not entertaining, because you're literally playing knowing well that you're just gonna be killed by a big group, and it demotivates you from wanting to play the game, right? It forces you in a mindset where you're just walking corpse, right? There are times when solo players they meet persons or small groups, they meet random persons, and they're like, oh, maybe we can be friends, and they get the whole yeah, I'll be your friend type bullshit, and then they get led into a trap or something. And when shit like that happens, you're really going to be pissed off. You're gonna be filled with so many negative emotions about grouping up, about even logging in back to the game, because like that is bullshit. That is straight up bullshit. I've seen people send waystone invites just to kill people, baby invites just to kill people. Dude, those are really desperate moves, and they're really uncalled for. If you have a big group, what's stopping your big group from fighting other big groups? I'm not telling you how to play the game. This is just my opinion, right? You bought the game, you met your friends, you play the game however you want with your friends. But ruining the game for other people, it's not fun. I don't see the point in it. There's no reason why someone else can't have fun while you're having fun, right? And there's no reason for a big group to be ganging smaller groups or solo players, and upon defeating them, they start gloating. Like, what do you expect them to do, right? And on top of them gloating, if you respond, that's where the real fun for them begins, because they're just gonna sit there for hours for hours texting, trying to have a you know, an argument with you, trying to make you look worse than you already seem, right? Because what, you as a solo player couldn't defeat them as a big group of 10 men, 15 men strong, right? But it's just me rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed the video thus far. I think I'll just pause my rambling right here for a bit and show you guys this really weird fight with Izuku. It didn't turn out well for us. I mean, we were doing very well, but not gonna give you any spoilers or anything. Just enjoy the fight, and thank you guys for also, you know, lending an ear, listening to me ramble for a bit. So hope you guys do leave a like, comment what you guys think can be fixed about the game, should be fixed about the game, what's the most annoying thing for you guys in the game thus far, or maybe even if you're one of those big groups, those big toxic groups, you know, you can also tell me why your groups are like that. You know, why do you guys do certain things, you know, whatever it is, let's chat, you know. So like I said, please just enjoy the rest of the video if you've been enjoying the video thus far.